snags the oxygen from the iron. So we actually rusted aluminum. So some of the top part, the very, very top part that I told you about, was probably a little bit of aluminum oxide, which also looks like irony color. But the rest of the heart of all that was the iron. We needed activation energy. We saw from the very beginning, the first one did get hot. No one says it didn't, but it wasn't hot enough. What it probably did though is warmed up the thermite on the inside. Like I said, warmed it up, not like hot, but it got it warm. So the second reaction was able to take that warm and take it all the way up to the point. As soon as it hit, you saw it, the reaction goes, and as soon as it started, the whole thing went. And it got all liquidy and then right through the bottom. Okay, cool? Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen, like, military use thermite sometimes to breach doors? They have little packets of it that self-ignite. So they'll put it up against the door. Sometimes you see it in video games. They'll put it up against a door, and then they'll put it around near where this is, and they'll set it off, and it gets nice and hot, and then after that they'll kick the door in, because the hot temperature of the thermite makes all the metal weak, right? Because it gets close to liquid, and you can basically just kick the door down. Very quickly. It's used to breach doors. And again, I told you about railroad. There will be a video that I will post. I might do it later today. I might do it next class. That's about thermite from Veritasium. It's a 3-part series. I am not going to make you watch all 3 parts. But I would highly recommend for your lab notebook that you look through at least the first one. There's some good information in there. And they do the thermite reaction with a clear so you can actually see what it looks like on the inside. They have a clear thing with the people that make thermite. There's a few companies in the world, but this specific company, they do railroad tie stuff. And they specifically make different types of thermite with the way you mix things together. And they're the world leaders in creating thermite. They actually ship it pre-mixed because they're that confident it won't go up. They had a warehouse full of thermite. And yes, it'd be impossible to get started, but if you ever did, that whole place would just be gone. Okay? The reaction you saw is probably the most you'll ever see in real life ever put together, because most colleges won't do more than what I just did with y'all. But unless you go to these places, do it for real. If you do a lot of thermite, it can be really explosive and fun to watch. Like, okay, cool. All right, put your phones away.